welcome to the Biodiesel lab. Today we're going to be turning used cooking oil into biodiesel. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our reactor on, leave stirring off, and then we're going to come over to our cooling system and we're going to turn it on. And we're going to set this to 55C, which is already set. If we needed to set it, we'd click set, 550, set. And that's going to heat up our system so that we're able to react the biodiesel effectively. So to go over the materials for the slab, we have methanol, sodium hydroxide, and our used cooking oil that has been filtered and dried to get out any of the water that could potentially harm our reaction. And we're going to be using a smaller batch today than what's in your lab procedure. Just follow the amounts in your procedure, not the video. So I'm going to use about 500 milliliters of oil, 1.75 grams of sodium hydroxide, and about 100 milliliters of methanol. Okay, so the reactor isn't quite hot enough, but I'm going to go ahead and put in our methanol and sodium hydroxide to get that mixing and dissolving. So I measured out my methanol here. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in. Make sure that the reactor is closed on the bottom, otherwise you'll lose all the methanol. Now I'm going to put in my sodium hydroxide, and I did put this in a mortar to crush it. I'm going to go ahead and cap it, and I'm going to turn on the stirring. And it's going to start going. After that's dissolved and after we've reached our temperature set point, then we can start the oil. So I'm up to temperature now, so I'm going to go ahead and start the oil. I've already tared it and we're going to put in 500 milliliters of oil. So we're going to go ahead and start the pump and then let it go down. When I click start to the pump, it's going to take a while for the oil to reach, but then you can see that it's going to start dripping in. And then the reaction is going to start. This reaction takes quite a while, about an hour total once all the oil is in. So you can do other things during the reaction, like answer your questions or filter oil, get the soap lab ready, stuff like that. So now that all the oil is in that I need, I've stopped the pump, and I'm going to let this run for 60 to 90 minutes. I'm going to do 60 because I have a lot less reactants than what you'll use. And you can see there's still a little bit of sodium hydroxide floating around. That's from my pour crushing. So the finer you get it, the better it will work out. Okay, so reaction has been going for the appropriate amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty the reactor into a beaker, and then we're going to pour all of it into our separatory funnel. Make sure it's in the closed position. Right now it's in the open position. And then it will separate into glycerin on the bottom and biodiesel on the top.